Hoffman.
I'm Mike Wolf.
I'm Janae Von Laren.
And I'm John Diaz filling in for Tammy Lando.
And we're your cast for Wake Up Albany. We're coming live to you in the ballroom. First off, we'd like to just talk about Veterans Day, which was yesterday, and acknowledge all the veterans and people who have served for our country. Thank you.
Happy Veterans Day.
My grandpa was a veteran. He was in the Navy as well as my uncle. And
Appreciate your service time.
thank you.
I don't have any veterans in my family.
Neither do I.
No.
No. Oh, actually, I believe my great-grandfather was in some war.
Yeah, whose great grandfather wasn't.
Yeah,
exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
So everybody knows a vet somehow, so thank you. Next, we'd just like to talk a little bit of national news.
So Circuit City, which is sort of national news, filed bankruptcy because in order to protect their business, because they're heading into a crucial holiday shopping season, and they hope that filed bankruptcy will help them survive. So they made this move because it was facing pressure from vendors who were threatening to withhold products during the holidays. Can you imagine that? Just
No.
like,
They're going to close.
you want this PlayStation 3 in Circuit City advertising, and then they're like, oh no, we're not going to sell it to you anymore.
I just feel bad for the workers. I mean,
I know they're going to cut 700 jobs in headquarters.
700 jobs, could you imagine
And laying
losing
off-
your job right before?
And laying off, get a load of this, what is expected to be 7,300 people. So all those part-time
Wow.
people working in Circuit City, all those college students.
I mean, our economy is bad enough as it is.
Circuit City is not the only one that's laying off for bankruptcy as well. 25% of retail jobs are being lost due to jobs losing for bankruptcy. And the retail payroll employment is only 11% of the actual payroll. So that's like 14% more than what it is getting laid off for those jobs. So
They have to streamline their companies, yeah. So
I guess
they hire the people at the bottom.
That just, it's really horrible for like full-time students who work part-time to pay off college debt and
Yeah.
stuff. Now they have nothing to do.
And I mean, it's not even just these. There's many businesses
Yeah.
going out of business.
people who, and all those people who got laid off of their like full-time, like specialized jobs now are today, it's holiday work, so they're going to look for the part-time jobs. So now that's also competition for people in school looking for part-time jobs, but I feel like not all of them are, it's going to be so high competition with such a low like job rate.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a lot back home on Long Island, a lot of the linens and things. I think it was Long Island and
Oh,
Nassau
that happened
County
here too. Linens
area.
and things went right out of business.
Yeah,
this
linens
past
and things.
summer.
I mean, there's still a couple that they have. Not all of them went out of business. Another one by me is still there. But it's just showing like how bad this economy really is. And,
I would think that that was something that would stay. Because people always need like things.
well, now you have Bed Bath & Beyond.
That's true. You have all those other
You have all those-
competitors.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the bailout plan? The economy giving, with the government giving money to these corporations? Do you think that they should just stand back and let it fix itself?
Well,
Or
I don't know.
I feel
I'm
like it's
so
kind of like
iffy.
a cycle, though.
Yeah.
You know, like you have to get to these corporations so then they can give jobs to people, so then we can make money and then buy from the company. So it's like just kind of
It's
the
a
whole
cycle, yeah.
cycle. And
But the government is buying these corporations' stock, and with the stock, the certain type of stock that they're buying, they don't have voting rights. So they gave these corporations hundreds of millions of dollars, and then the boards turned around and they said, well, you don't have any voting rights, so we don't even have to listen to you. And meanwhile, the government just gave them hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's
it's just not,
sick. Yeah.
it's not right. I don't know.
Another national news. So get a load of this. Picture like a tradition on Thanksgiving. Like you go like the Tanger outlets, all you people from Long Island. You go at midnight. It opens up. Can you imagine them closing it down at
No.
midnight? So
Love
in Massachusetts, one state representative is considering to pass a bill that would prohibit stores in Massachusetts to open on Black Friday until 6 a.m. I mean, it's only 6 hours, but that's like a
Yeah, but
crucial
those
time.
6 hours, I know that after I have my turkey,
You go
dinner,
right out
me and my friends,
Yeah.
all four of them.
That's when all the sales
Oh,
are.
yeah,
That's
right.
all the sales.
Well, not all four of my
Just
friends,
four.
but my four best friends, we go shopping 12 in the morning, we leave at like 10:30, just so we get a parking spot.
Yeah, of
It takes
course.
about an hour to get into the Tanger outlets.
It's ridiculous. Like, Tanger Outlet is what, like exit like 68 or something
It's
like
all
that?
the way-
Yeah,
all
it's
the way down
out there. I
River.
don't even know. But like it'll be backed up to like 65. And
It's ridiculous, and I just know that the lines, like going into Coach, it would take like 2 hours to get in there. That's 2 hours of the 6 that they're cutting off. Like,
Did you say why? Did they? reason?
You figure for the economy,
They would
make it
want.
longer. Yeah, so people
Isn't that
would
the
buy
point of
more.
Black
I don't know.
Friday?
They said some stores are keeping a positive outlook, saying new locations and good customer service could help to beat the odds.
But if you think about it also, they're probably trying not to, they don't want to pay their employees to work,
be open
you know,
up,
so
yeah.
they don't really know, maybe with the economy so bad, not that many people are going to be shopping.
I guess they figured because they're actually losing, maybe they're like losing money. They're just trying to get people to go there and buy, but maybe like in a way they're going to end up losing money because their sales are going to be so, you know what I mean? They need that extra money.
Yeah.
So they figured,
We're going to streamline
yeah.
that.
Well, that's a downer.
No, right?
It is a down-
Wow.
Well, for Massachusetts, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as Tanker's open, I'm all right.
Well, do you know that there's no new outlets out of Dix Hills on Long Island?
What is it?
I don't know the name, but it's like blows Tanger out of the way.
No way.
I swear.
I have never, have you guys been to Woodbury Commons?
Yeah.
I have never been to Woodbury Commons.
Really?
I don't understand
Oh,
why.
really?
No,
It's
it
nice
was
there.
an hour
I
from
don't
here.
think-
It's
Yeah,
not so
I've never
far.
been to
Definitely
Woodbury
not far at
Commons.
all.
No.
I like it there. There's the Lee outlets around here too. People go to those. Those are only like 45 minutes away or so.
So unless you don't know what Black Friday is, it's the day after Thanksgiving where everybody goes crazy. Best shopping day of the year. So I'm pretty sure most of you employed people hate that day because
It's awful.
yeah, you don't want to be working
yeah,
at 12 in
yeah.
the morning. So, but for me, the shopper, I love it.
Well, it's a happy day for some in Connecticut. Today they legalized same-sex marriages. So the first couple plans to get married today because on October 10th, the Connecticut Supreme Court ruled 4-3 that gave them the rights to marry. So
Wow.
See, that's crazy because I feel like Connecticut's more conservative than California.
and California
Yeah.
just banned it. Yeah. So.
That does not make sense at all.
Well, I'm for it, but
I
absolutely.
you do
It's
you.
2008.
Like, let them, yeah, let everyone be happy.
understand. Connecticut is the only state, along with Massachusetts, like, they're the only two that have legalized. So, I mean,
I foresee this though, like,
With Barack Obama now.
I feel like we're willing to change. I mean, that seems to be the motto of the year. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but
overusing that word a little.
yeah,
Change.
yeah. So
I think
hopefully,
that's
like,
the most used word of like the year. Probably like
Change.
change.
I like it. Change. Always want to change.
Definitely.
How do you feel? How do you guys feel about Barack Obama's visit to the White House? His recent talks with President Bush.
We talked a little bit about it yesterday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They didn't really tell much about it, so
Yeah.
you really don't. You concentrated more on Michelle Obama looking at high schools, not in college yet.
Yes.
But not even in high school. Elementary schools, private
Media, right?
schools.
Yes.
That's just, they concentrated more on that than they did on President
Well, I
Bush
read-
and Barack.
I read in the paper how she wants to say, she doesn't want to be First Lady side president. She's concentrating on her kids and her kids only. So, I mean, I guess that she goes
Do
to
you ever
show.
think that Michelle Obama will be like the next Hillary Clinton, and then out of nowhere start running for, you know what I mean,
Like
president and be doing all that stuff?
I could see it. I mean,
Yeah, she has that aura to her.
and she's very pretty.
And she's very smart. Didn't
Very,
she go to
very
Harvard?
smart.
She's
Very,
smart. She's
very, very smart. And I don't know. I mean, if Sarah Palin is our Republican nominee for the
Yeah,
next
so we'll see.
Well,
we
did you
may
hear
see a
about,
woman in what is it?
2012.
16, 2016?
Oh, 2016. Oh, yeah.
2016, yeah. That'd be funny.
Well, do you hear about Obama's daughters? How Hannah Montana invited them onto her show.
Oh, wow.
So
Very
it's a big
prestigious.
thing for all those tweens out there.
Not only is Barack the celebrity,
Yeah, so Mila and Sasha.
Mila and Sasha.
Yeah.
Hanging out with Miley Cyrus.
Hanging out.
That could be a good thing.
With
or it
Miley.
could be a terrible thing.
I don't know if that's going to be, yeah.
That's gonna end up in a club in LA or something.
It's like the Olsen twins.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh man, what are they doing nowadays,
Yeah.
huh?
So, do we have any more for national news?
I think we have more and more local.
We got some
Yeah,
local
we have
news
some
for
local
you guys.
news, right?
Well, picture this, police officer, you think they're supposed to protect you. Well, a Schenectady cop was allegedly arrested for stalking his wife. So he's been arrested for allegedly stalking his wife and threatening to kill his estranged wife.
I have a question.
Sure.
Stalking your wife?
Stalk, I don't know, they didn't really get into any detail.
I mean, isn't that
Maybe.
loving? like,
Still, I don't know.
all right, maybe.
But he said threatened
but,
to
like,
kill.
you
Threatening to
see-
kill
Right.
and stalking, that's
But
kind of
why?
crazy.
That's the question.
I don't
Is it his
know.
fault or is it her fault?
He's been released too, he just has an order of protection against her. Well, she has an order of protection against him.
I mean,
But that's the thing about that. That's like, people, like, their wives who are abused all the time, and all they can do is get that restraining order. And then what do you do when the guy comes after you? You throw it in his
And
face?
he's a police officer too, so like, you know, you see those movies where they have that whole, like, oh, he's the cop, like, you know that whole, the new movie, it's not very new, with the neighbor, and the neighbor's a cop,
Yeah.
and so he like does all these stuff to them, and then he's a cop, so the police will believe him over the new guy, you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't need to bring this thing. Do you guys watch the new 90210? No?
That's
Okay,
all.
well, one of the teachers had an affair with an alleged student, but the student
Oh, no.
was actually an undercover cop. So
Oh, man.
all the students thought that he was having an affair with the student, but it really
Yeah.
wasn't. So it's always just a sticky situation, you know, between.
That's very sticky.
Yes. Ew. Okay. Moving on.
There's a Troy stabbing. So a woman was accused of stabbing another woman this past Friday in Troy. Yeah, she was 33 years
Wow.
old, and she's charged with assault and possession of a weapon. So she actually turned herself in to the police. It's very nice of her. So apparently she got in a fight with another woman in the kitchen, used the kitchen knife, stabbed her.
Wow.
So
Okay.
it's supposed to show you that I'm sure they were probably friends, they got a whole little argument.
Yeah.
Can you imagine your friend just whipping out a knife?
No. That's like on Long Island, actually. The other day, there was about 7 from Patchogue, Long Island, sad to say, my hometown, but there was a hate crime. 7 kids, they were, I believe, like between 15 and 17 years old, and they were just going out on a mission, and they actually stabbed an Ecuadorian, I think he might have been. Yeah, I just don't understand what goes through people's minds. Like, there's something sick with some of these people out there, you know. You really got to be careful. You really got to be careful.
Definitely. Definitely.
As far as, you know, campus news goes, oh, actually, let's see. We got some sports on campus today.
There you go, that's important.
Men's soccer, they're playing Binghamton today at 1 p.m. for the America East Conference semifinals. The men's team, they're entering this conference, the 2nd seed, which is awesome for them. They've never beaten Binghamton, and their last loss was against Binghamton. It was their record right now is 12-3-2. So today's a big game for them, and if we could all go out there and support them, you know, get in, boys. And on Friday, on the 14th, the women's volleyball team, who is undefeated, by the way, are going to be playing Hartford at 7 p.m. And Sunday, they're going to be playing Stony Brook on Sunday. So all you Long Islanders, you know, I'm sure you're aware and know Stony Brook, so go out there and support the volleyball team as well. And football, Saturday, 1 p.m. versus Wagner. This will actually be, I believe, the last game of the season. The team has gone 7-3, and if they win, they'll come out with the Northeast Conference victory. So, you know, we got a lot of athletic talent out there, guys. Let's go Dames. Actually, did you guys want to talk about some movies this weekend? I actually saw Nick and Mira make
Make
a...
up porn.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the P word, but I just did, so...
Well, what did you think about it? I
Okay,
never saw it.
honestly, I thought it was really funny. It wasn't like...
Is it as good as Superbad and all these other ones
Is it?
knocked
Okay.
Don't get too much away. And
All right.
the date tonight.
up? Oh no.
Yeah.
How giddy he is.
I mean, you're going to see that on the first date? Or is
Second
this...
date.
Oh, it's allowed.
Good luck,
Second
guy.
dates.
It's a little awkward, I'm not going to lie to you. It might be a little awkward. I mean, it wasn't as funny as Superbad or Knocked Up, but I guess because those movies had like a continuous laugh, like you were laughing like nonstop. I know I wanted to like pee my pants.
Superbad, I feel like it's the best movie
So
ever. It's next to Anchorman. I
It
love
was
Anchorman
really
and
funny.
Superbad.
I mean, you have to acquire a certain, you know, sense of humor
Yeah,
for those
you do.
movies. And I mean,
Yeah.
we're college students, so I guess we're that sense
That
of humor.
demographic.
But it was great. A little bit of nudity. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
it's making a porno.
I know, but
Wow.
I thought maybe it was just a little. I didn't expect to see man, you know. So it was a little awkward,
Well,
but
good luck on your date. If you
yeah,
see
good
that
luck with
movie.
that. And as far as James Bond comes out on the 14th, what's
I'm
that,
really excited
Friday?
to see that.
I'm really excited to see that too. James Bond is hot.
He's so high. He's old, but wow.
I know, sorry guys.
Pierce Brosnan.
He was the best.
Yeah, he was.
She's the best James
stoic
Bond.
and-
I
but
never
he-
saw any of those.
Did
I
you
only
guys
saw
hear
the
about-
last one, the Casino Royale one I saw. I thought it was so good.
Yeah.
And here's the next one.
Well,
Did-
Pierce, those piercing eyes. Oof.
Did you hear that
He's
the next
beautiful.
James Bond's actually they're thinking about making him black?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Wow,
So, I
just
saw
on the
that.
roll of change
Change,
once again.
yeah.
I mean,
But we talked
Wow.
about it on another show. I feel like it should have been a while ago. Like, why wait until now? Why wait for our black president to be in office so you can have a black James Bond? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
How about the movie Role Models? You saw that?
I saw that movie. That movie was good. Not as good as I hoped. Not as good as
Yeah.
I hoped, or the reviews, but I thought it was still pretty funny. I mean, McLovin from Superbad's in it, and he's always a good
McLovin.
kid.
He's always going to be McLovin.
He's
He's going to be
always
like
McLovin.
80 years old. People are going to see him like, oh, you're McLovin. He's super bad.
Exactly. But I worry he only has that one role. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, he does. Is
the
he going to play James Bond? Or what?
Exactly. I feel like most of the characters from Superbad only have that one role. Like the one who's in Juno.
Michael Cera.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
he
I
only
love
has-
Michael
I
Cera.
love him
He's
too,
great,
but
but
Nick
it's
and
just-
Nora.
He was in
Nick and Nora,
Nick and
yeah.
Nora's.
Same thing.
Emo.
I really have to go to the
Girls,
movies. I haven't seen any of these movies yet.
Nick and Nora.
I get to go on a date.
I know, jeez, yes. Look at Friday night.
Yeah.
No, Nick and Nora was great. I must say, it was funny. I think it's just Michael Cera's sense of humor. He's very,
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
so
just like,
sensitive.
hey,
He's
like,
just like
totally
that, like,
awkward. Like,
Funny,
here's a
funny
pen.
nerdy kid.
Yeah.
That, like, he just
Yeah.
makes you laugh by just like looking at him.
Yeah, no, it was a great movie. But on Role Models, did the reviews, did like
Well,
critics say
not
that they
good.
were very
Critics
good?
said, critics said it was, like, critics said 1 star. They said it was
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
so
but
good at
critics
all.
are more like.
Are
I
usually
feel like
like,
they're
yeah,
older. They
They're
need to-
older, yeah. They have to.
Yeah.
They should get some college critics.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some
actually,
college
I
kids
always
be
go
critics.
online before I go to the movies and I look at the critics or at the fan reviews of people who have previously
Because
seen the
normally-
movie before.
yeah.
Yeah, and like normally they're pretty good with what I agree. Some of them, of course, are gonna be off. Some of them are like, oh my god, it was so good. And some are like, it was really awful. But
Yeah.
then you find the ones that are pretty true to the movie. So
I did like it.
you didn't like it at all?
Nick and Nora?
No.
Oh, Role Models.
It's like sexual innuendo, weird.
I feel like
Yeah.
when
It's
you
like,
throw all these stars into one movie, it's either gonna be great or it's
It's
gonna
gonna
it's
bomb.
gonna-
Yeah.
I read the book. He's just not that into you.
Oh my god, that book is so good.
And when that movie comes out, I'm gonna have a whole show dedicated
They're,
to that
wait,
book.
they're coming out with a movie of that? I heard about the book. He had a whole talk show and everything.
What
Oh
is
my
it?
gosh.
I
Okay,
read it.
it's all about basically everything women know about men, but
Are too
don't want to
afraid to
admit
admit
it.
it themselves.
Maybe
We
we
don't
should
want
read
to
it, Mike.
admit it. Okay,
Yeah.
I read this
Right.
book and changed my life. So you girls out there that
I remember my
are,
mom gave it to me in 7th grade or something. I was like trying to hint something to me right
yeah.
now. Like,
Well,
what is
maybe
this?
7th grade's a little too young.
What does
so.
it say? Tell me something that it says.
Okay, so basically something is saying that, you know, if a guy doesn't call you back after a date, you know, after 3 times, he's just not that into you. And like just things upon things, and he always ends with, he's just not that into you.
Like guys, like you make excuses for the guy in his head. He's going through a lot right now.
He's going through
well,
a lot.
he's
But
been
you know,
busy.
girls
Maybe
do the
he's
same
nervous.
thing.
Yeah, maybe
he's
he's
nervous.
Maybe he's insecure.
But you guys aren't
Maybe
as
you should write a book
complex
that
as
say
us.
he's
Really?
just that into you.
No,
Never
we
seen
are very
it.
complex. We have lots of needs, and I'll admit it, I have lots of needs, you know, but you guys are very simple. Like, you know what you want, and I mean, we know what we
And that's
want,
a
but
bad thing. Guys always know what they want. Girls are always like
Yeah,
a roller
they're always-
coaster of emotions.
Feeding
She's
off
mad at me,
emotions
she's
and
not
excuse
mad at
me,
me.
all right, roller coaster of emotions. This is exactly what we're talking
Yes,
about. They have this whole.
Oh, jeez.
We went there anyways.
We went here, so now we're not going away. This is gonna happen.
Here we go.
Okay, well, Justin Timberlake was on the Ellen show yesterday.
Oh, we're gonna change up the subject.
No, we're not. This has to do with it.
Oh, all
And
right.
Ellen asked Justin, you know, so what is it about you guys? Like, what do you guys do that drives us crazy? You know, I don't understand.
Wait,
You
Ellen asked that question
asked something
about a boy.
because
what?
Taylor
that
Swift.
doesn't make sense.
No,
though.
because Taylor Swift was on the show,
Oh, there you go.
and
Oh, okay.
they were asking, you know, I got to make it a little straight. You know, you can't be gay all the time. You
Yeah.
know. And he was just saying, you know, women are just always right, and you know what? You guys should have that
I
mentality.
feel that it's easier to be a woman.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, if
Because
guys
you can
are
always
ugly,
use
they can't do
you can always
anything
use the
about
girl
it.
card. Oh, it's because I'm a girl.
Easier to be a
Girls
woman.
are-
Absolutely
makeup.
not. Let's talk
If
about
girls
the
are
double
short-
Can we
standard.
talk about how long it took me to get ready this morning just for this show? For this show?
I'm up at 8:39. I was up at 7 o'clock this morning. Like, okay, 8:39. That's an hour and 39 more minutes I could have slept.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
girls are in the shower and it takes so long. Like, how long does it take to take
Okay,
a shower?
but then when you complain that our legs aren't shaved, or our hair smells, or like you look dirty.
Shave the legs.
Sorry, like
Come on. Come
It's not that hard.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Moving
Thank you.
on.
But back to the main point, he's just not that into you. It's going to be a movie in February. And we were talking about, until we got distracted, how in a movie with so many different stars, is it going to be really good or really bad? And
What
this
stars are in it?
Jennifer
Smoking Aces.
Aniston.
Oh, it'll be a great movie, right?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Jennifer Aniston's going to be in it. Drew Barrymore.
Drew
Thank you so
Barrymore,
much.
she's back from the
I
dead.
don't
Where's
like
she
her
been?
that much.
Back from the dead. Drew Barrymore's awesome. She's so pretty.
I disagree.
I disagree
You think
as
she's
well.
pretty?
I don't know. Drew Barrymore, I just think she always has this image of, I'm so innocent and I'm Drew Barrymore.
But when she was 12, she
Well,
was
she's
doing
in
coke and
rehab.
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like
Well-
E.T. screwed her up.
E.T. I knew that alien was a good one. I did like E.T. As far as, do we have any more movies we want to talk about? Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
What about her?
I
Jamie
heard,
Lee?
yeah, I was,
Pregnant? Is that what you're talking
no,
about?
no.
Oh, 'cause I heard she's pregnant.
Really?
Yeah.
She's pregnant, yeah.
Pregnant?
Yeah, I don't
Who's
know
she
about
from
I mean-
John Mayer?
John Mayer.
I heard John Mayer on again, off again.
I don't-
How do we
I
feel
really
about
don't-
John Mayer and Jennifer? Jennifer.
Well,
Yes.
The new Jennifer.
I think John Mayer is
I think he's
No.
a
Yeah,
jerk.
He's
I think he's a
really
player.
He has good music,
Yeah,
good
he's-
songs, he's a good singer, but he's
Yeah.
a jerk. I heard on the radio when I was home on break that Jennifer Aniston actually hired someone to go on tour with them, and that person caught him cheating on Jennifer 3 times with 3 different people.
And she's
And
gorgeous.
who cheats on Jennifer
I
Aniston?
don't know.
I know.
John, wake up. Come on.
I know, especially John. I mean, have you ever seen yourself sing? Please, I don't understand. But Jennifer was talking about how she was a little upset about Angelina Jolie's disclosing too much information about her and Brad Pitt when Jennifer and Brad were still married. I mean,
Jealousy.
sexually that is, She said there was a little bit of the love that should not have been shared with,
So,
with the public.
Angelina was telling people that she was hooking up with Brad while they were still...
She was giving a little bit more, too much detail about the relationship that should not have been
Angelina,
said,
Team Jennifer all the way.
Yeah, I just don't think you should disclose any
Yeah.
information, especially when you're in the eye of the public and,
Especially when you're Angelina Jolie. She's gonna flop all over you, so if you can tell one thing, everyone's gonna
yeah,
you gotta keep these
That
things to
woman has
yourself.
gone
She
all
should use
over the place.
her clout to do something good.
Yeah, well, she does do
Well,
good
she does
things.
do
Well, did you see
Adopts
Changeling?
12 kids.
Have you seen that movie Changeling yet?
No, I heard it was great.
I haven't seen it yet either, but I really want to see it. That, I think, is...
And that's based on a true story, right?
Yeah, that's what, yep. So, I don't know, I mean...
I think that movie will do her good because she's used to playing these really kind of hard roles,
Mhm.
crazy,
Seductive,
Action,
skinny with
action,
tattoos.
yeah.
What was that movie again that she was just
I don't know what she does, like a
Oh,
train thing, like a
um,
Matrix
yeah.
thing.
Eagle Eye.
Or no, no,
Oh, she wasn't
Eagle
Eagle Eye.
No, that was a Shia LaBeouf. She
I
was
know
in...
who you're
What-
talking about.
she
The one
got
with
a
Wanted.
tattoo on her
Wanted,
back.
right? It's called Wanted.
Wanted.
Yeah,
That's what
Wanted.
it was.
That movie was terrible.
Yeah, I never saw it, so...
I liked it.
I liked that one.
All right, we got a little, female versus male thing going
I
on
have to hit
today.
the movies. I really do. I have not seen any of these movies yet.
Really?
John, you're
Estrogen
in the dark.
isn't-
You
No,
are.
I am living in the dark.
So what else, man?
Well, the Salvation Army, to change the subject here, the Salvation Army needs help more than ever right now with the guys you see outside bell ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need a lot of help with
definitely.
that. Now with the economy, more and more people are coming in needing food and clothes and blankets and stuff.
Yeah, but how many people are going to be donating their extra change when they need that extra change to buy?
To pay off the
Yeah.
I mean-
yeah.
And do I-
If you can't give money, if you have old clothes or anything, or even
Yeah.
go make a blanket. I know the Women's Resource Center here on campus, they had a blanket making party kind of thing, and they donated all the blankets to downtown to a women's shelter, which is great.
I mean, who doesn't have old clothes that they can get rid of?
Yeah, so I mean, if we don't have the money,
No idea.
there's other
Absolutely.
ways. Ramen, what is it, 15
I was going to
cents?
say, let's talk about that food that you have back in the closet that you're
In the
doing
back
that
of the
you do
pantry.
not
It's
eat.
a
And you just
healthy choice, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
You just throw it. I think on campus right now they're doing a food
Oh,
drive.
the perishable. I saw those
Mhm,
signs
they're
for that.
doing
Yeah,
food
you can
drives. So,
donate
I
all
mean-
perishable foods.
I
There's
mean,
there's tons of ways. You can
I know there is no back to my pantry because I eat all of the food. So I'll go out and buy some food for people, even though I'll end up eating it too. But
Well,
I'm
did you
sorry.
guys do Thanksgiving food drives in high school and stuff? I guess
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah.
similar to that.
Yeah, similar to that. And I think one of the groups in the campus center, if you haven't seen them yet, they're asking people for donations as well. in each of the quads, I believe in Dutch and Colonial. I'm not sure if it's definitely on State and Indian, but you can drop off in a box any canned foods that you'd like, and all the donations are going to be going downtown to families. So I think they said $1 feeds 4 families or 4 people. So it really makes you think like you can really make a difference, you know.
Definitely.
As far as more things going on campus, let's see, we have a battle in the bands. It's not on campus, but if you want more information about it, it's on northernlights.com, northernlights.com.
Also, don't forget on Monday, November 17th at 7 p.m. in the campus ballroom, right here, former president of the New York Stock Exchange, William R. Johnson, will be speaking about his 2 worst days on the stock exchange. So, and that's the crash, Black Tuesday, and September 11th, 2001.
So he's going to be taking questions from all students?
I think he's going to be speaking about it, taking questions, doing that whole thing.
And when is this, just
This
to
is
remind me?
Monday, November 17th, 7 p.m. in the campus ballroom.
Monday, 7 p.m., be there.
All right.
And from now until December 21st, at the University Art Museum on campus, the current exhibit will be a bunch of photographs from Andy Warhol. So should be interesting. You guys should go check it out.
That's awesome.
Also, size doesn't matter when it comes to safety. That's going on today. So you can learn how to be safe in different situations. It's today in the ballroom from 8 to 9:30 tonight.
I know they'll be talking about a lot of topics as far as getting surveillance cameras downtown and more lights on campus. So if you have any input, be there and you'll be heard.
And last is Style Your Soul. You guys hear about this? We talked about it yesterday on the show. You go down to the commuter lounge. Do you guys know what that is? Transfer Commuter Lounge. It's downstairs. You walk on campus, then you make a left. Tom Style Your Soul they're having a party where you design your own shoe. It's $42, so you design your own campus shoe, I think it's called. And every single shoe that you design and buy, they'll donate a pair of shoes to kids in Africa, South America,
That's
or
really
the United
cool.
States.
Really nice.
So if you guys go down there if you have time,
When is that?
that is November 17th, so that's next week, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And wear your rain boots this weekend, guys. On another note, it's going to be raining all weekend. Rain, rain, rain. Well, they say showers, but I
That means
mean,
Albany's gonna flood.
yeah, I mean, when doesn't it rain here?
It's
I think I
gonna
can give the
snow
weather
today, yeah.
report for the rest of the year. Rain, 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 snow, snow, snow.
Clouds,
Cold, cold,
clouds,
cold.
clouds.
Cold, cold, cold. So, anyway, that's us, our show for today.
That's it.
That's all we got.
See you.
Thanks, guys. Stay tuned. We'll be on tomorrow at 9:30.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
See you later.
Cheerio.